No. I actually have more room in this than the S.
You do?
I swear to God.
That is not true.
I swear to God, my head hits the roof on the S. What?
I was thinking it had less room.
So we are in a Porsche Taycan. This is this is the 4S. We're driving a Porsche because we put an order in for a Model S, and we thought we'd do ourselves a favor by actually seeing what else is available. We don't want to just stick with Tesla if there's something better, because you know, obviously other companies are making really good electric cars now. So we want to see what's available. Actually, I just got done driving it. Karen's going to drive it now.
I'm being extra cautious, by the way.
Yes, we're being extra cautious. We're going to check this out. This has the screen up front here, I think. I don't know how to turn it on. It has the screen on the side. Of course, the instrument panel there. Down here, it's all haptic feedback, which is kind of cool. These seats are actually, they're harder than the Model S. And definitely, yeah, I'm surprised.
They're so form-fitting.
They just kind of hug you and just hold you there, and I don't think they would change over time. I do like a soft seat, like the Model Y has a nice soft seat in it, and so does the X. I don't know, I could see how this would be comfortable. And I'm 6'5", I have plenty of room in this thing. Heated and air-conditioned seats, that's one thing I hope Tesla does. This is an Arrest Me red color, which looks amazing. I'll show you some pictures of it on the outside, but this thing is really, so far, it's really nice. I don't know if it's better or worse. We're gonna look at everything.
We need to definitely do a comparison between the Model S.
Yes.
Because seriously, I'm considering this or the Model S, and I mean, just my initial thought, I think the Model S definitely has more advanced technology, for instance, like Autopilot, but this car just looks really cool.
Yeah. Regenerative braking. It does not really have regenerative braking.
No, and I'm so used to that one pedal driving.
Yeah, this doesn't have, you have to actually use the brake.
My foot is on the brake right now.
Yeah, you can't just if it says hold though, let go.
Oh yeah, I guess
it does have
hold.
It does have a hold.
Okay, well that's good news.
That's, okay, so I didn't push down hard enough.
Oh yeah, I see, you see hold there. Okay. Yeah, so that's better.
This is a very cool car.
I like how racy it feels.
Yeah, it does feel like a race car. It doesn't feel like an electric car. It feels...
No, it doesn't feel like an electric car at all.
It feels... Well, I mean, I haven't been in too many Porsches, but it feels like a Porsche. It doesn't feel like just a regular basic electric car, and I say that, and it might sound bad, but Tesla doesn't feel like...
The torque is good, though.
This feels totally different than a Tesla.
It does. It feels...
In a good way.
In a good way. It feels... I don't know how else to describe it, but it just feels solid. Like, I can tell that the material used is a little more hefty in this vehicle than in the Model S.
It's a solid feel, a solid sound too. We hit a ton of bumps, and it just absorbs the bumps. Air ride suspension.
I don't like, the one feature I don't like is that it does not have the backup camera. Because that's one reason why I don't like the Model Y.
Oh, you mean staying on? You can't have the backup camera stay on the screen or up there, because you can change things. You can have the navigation up there, but
I've created a really bad habit that I leave my camera on all the time, and that's what I use for my mirrors. I never look in my rear view mirror or my side view mirrors.
Yeah.
And so I mean, I'm sure I can get used to it, but it's just kind of a little bit annoying. So yeah, I'm having to look over my shoulder, which is something I'm not typically used to doing.
And you have to use that left pedal.
Yes, I have to use the left pedal. Which is not, it's not terrible, because it's actually feels more comfortable than what I'm used, or what, like this, I don't know, even in my X, I mean, the seat is really comfortable. Even though if you use your hands, it doesn't necessarily feel all that soft, but it's extremely comfortable to sit in. It forms me perfectly.
So it's a little different. You have to press the brake or the parking button. This is the gear shifter. You have your turn signals or your wipers here. It does have adaptive cruise control. Well, maybe this one doesn't, he said, but there's so many options. It's kind of crazy. And then, of course, you have your lights up there. And then there is a power button way up top there, because Porsche always has it on the left side because of racing. When they would run out to the cars, you'd have the key in your hand. They thought if you put it in the key over there, you can start the car as you're climbing into the car, and that's how they won a couple races a long time ago. So they've always put it over there, so they started with a push button. That's the reason why it's over there. But this is really nice. I'm gonna get out and show you some pictures or get some video of the car, and then also show you the sticker price, because it might be a little shocking. It's not bad to get in and out of the car. It's a lot like the Model S. But did you hear that door close? Let me show you this door. Listen to the way this door closes. That is solid. That is super solid. All the door gaps, all these gaps are really nice. They have a little paint protection film there. But this thing in the red, this looks amazing. Let me flip it this way. I love those headlights. I am a big Porsche guy, so I love Porsche until I got into Tesla. So there's a front camera there. There's sensors right there. These are air ducts for the brakes. These brakes are gigantic. These wheels are gigantic. They're 21 inch. These are 21 inch wheels. You don't have to get these, but those brakes are huge. This is the charging. You just swipe your finger underneath it, and this opens up, and then you have the larger or the faster charging here. Swipe your finger to release it. I believe that'll close anyway after it's timed. Unfortunately, these are not active vents at all. It's just for show, but they look really good. That'd be really cool if those were active. There's a camera right here. This is the rear spoiler. It doesn't look like a spoiler. It's integrated, and that will flip up at 70 some miles an hour. And we are at a Hendrick dealership. And if you want to come see a Porsche, come talk to Herman at Hendrick Porsche, right down the street from the Tesla dealership. But this is the Taycan 4S. This does not light up. I wish it did. And maybe they'll unlock that in the future. But there's a camera. There's a camera somewhere. There's sensors here. I don't know where the camera is back here. Oh, camera's right here. And all glass roof. Pretty large back seat. So I'm gonna leave Karen's seat exactly where it is, and I'm gonna get in. Okay, I'm 6'5", and wow. I actually have more room in this than the S.
You do?
I swear to God.
That is not true.
I swear to God, my head hits the roof on the S.
Wow.
My head touches this, but I actually fit back here.
Oh my gosh.
This is what?
I was
What?
thinking it had less room. Wow. I'm impressed now.
I'm shocked. I am super shocked at this, and they're more comfortable.
They are more comfortable. They are.
This is not bad back
No,
here.
that's why I said I'm fine sitting in the back seat. It was comfortable.
Armrest back here. These fold down so you can fit long items in here when you go buy 2x4s in your Porsche. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not going to be happening.
You know what?
Nickel and dime you on these prices, though.
Yeah.
I was looking at this, like they charge you for your, well, they don't charge you for your cable, but the port covers they charge for, the wheels, the extras for the tires.
Well, yeah, those motorized port covers are not standard.
They charge you for the, some of the different gloss paint, and then also the puddle lights, and then there was something about the folding. Yeah, the power folding mirrors they charge you for. It's just so strange that it's.
Yeah,
you think all those would come standard.
Much. There's a lot more options you can get. You can get this up to like $150,000, and then if you go even have more power, you can get it up to $200,000. And then the Turbo 4S Turbo, which is stupid. There's not even any turbos in this thing, but that can be over $200,000. That's kind of dumb, but I'm actually surprised I can fit in this thing. I didn't think I could fit in this thing at all.
I'm impressed that you're actually in the back seat.
Not that I'd want to be back here very often. I mean, it's not a lot of room, and getting out is way worse. Getting out is, holy crap. All right. Whew. Getting out is way worse back there, but I actually fit back there, and if I had to go back there, I would. I really like this thing. I really do. But, so, I showed you the cameras out there. Porsche does not have Autopilot yet. They didn't want to talk about this, but Porsche isn't like Tesla where they put out a beta for everyone to try out. There's cameras all around this thing, and that's how you get the surround parking. But eventually they will have Autopilot. I think a lot of cars will have Autopilot. They want to perfect it before they put it out there. So this car will get updates. You don't have to pay for those updates. It will get updates. Probably not as many as Tesla, because Tesla has beta stuff and they're trying to fix the beta stuff as we drive them and fix the problems. But it will have Autopilot. How long from now? Who knows? Probably 5 years from now.
But I think the comparison, like, I love this car and I think I would love to just lease it for like a year just to try it out. But just initial thoughts are the S is cheaper, comes with a lot more.
The Performance S.
Yeah, exactly.
Not even the Plaid.
No, not even the Plaid. I'm not even thinking, but in comparison, the
Actually, this is the same price as the base Plaid.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true. But this doesn't come with the one pedal driving. It does not come with Autopilot. It comes with lane assist, and it comes with changing lane assist, but it doesn't come with actual Autopilot. And I found it very cumbersome to get it into that too. There's kind of so many.
Well, it's
options.
Different.
It's different. I'm sure.
There's a ton of buttons, and it's way different than what we're used to with no buttons. But you know, I think you'd get used to it.
It's just something to think about, huh?
It's nice, but I don't know if it's... Let's go check out the lease price.
Let's go do that.
So we're going to take it back to Herman. Again, if you're going to look at a Porsche Taycan, check out Herman at Hendrick. He's a really cool dude and very honest, which is, you know, not always what you get at a dealership, at a normal dealership.
I liked his approach. He's very informative, not pushy at all, very transparent, just cool dude. So definitely go check out Herman. He'll help you out.
And check this out. 420 kilowatts. Bro, Elon, did you see that? I think they did that for Elon. We just happened to be at a red light in front of everyone.
My favorite place to be. Side by side cars on both sides.
Although, no competition.
No.
But still, we'll be able to launch it. Hopefully that license plate doesn't come flying off and hit me in the head. And I want to ask him a little bit more about adaptive cruise control.
What do you see up there? I don't see anything.
I don't see where to put this in. Maybe this doesn't have the screen. He said you can throw it over there. It does look like it. But
I just don't know how to make that happen.
actually, I don't think it is a screen. You can get that screen, but this is not a screen. And what's really cool is you can have music over here. You can have the map over here. You can have anything. You can just shift it over here so the driver or the passenger can actually do stuff. So
all right, let's see. Feels very similar, but to me, it feels like your Model Y.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel
well, it's not the performance version. So it's going to be
but you said this was 2.8, and if it's 2.8, then that should feel very similar to my car, the X, and it doesn't. This car definitely feels slower.
All right, so right there in the video, I made a mistake. Got some numbers mixed up because there's 4 different models of the Taycan that you can purchase, and the 4S does 0 to 60 in 3.8 seconds. So that's quite a bit slower. That's not slow, but it's quite a bit slower. That's a little bit slower than my Model Y because I have some bigger tires on it. I don't get as good a traction. So my Model Y is faster than that Porsche Taycan. Yeah. But we really, really like the Porsche. It was really... it was a lot of reallys, but it was very, very nice. I love the way it drove. I love some of the options. It's different looking, and it is a very sexy car. You really can't say that about Tesla as much. Yes, they have the sexy lineup, but that's just the cars that they have, the initials, but this Porsche is definitely sexy. When you look at it, it looks amazing. And now with the leaked images, it looks like Tesla's refresh. It's not going to be a refresh. It's just going to be a small facelift. Looks like a little outpatient kind of thing. Nothing major at all. The Porsche looks amazing. It looks sexy, but, and there's a big but here, it's missing a lot for that price. One we drove was $137,000. That's a lot of money. And you do get a $7,500 tax credit, but only on a lease for some reason. On a purchase, you don't get the $7,500 tax credit. I don't understand that. It must be because it's a German car, it's not an American. Don't know that, but he said you only get it on the lease. So that's why we wanted to come back and see what the lease price was. But at this point, it doesn't really matter. Actually, when this video is coming out, he's supposed to call me today with a lease price on it. At this point, it doesn't matter. There's no way we're going to go with it. And you saw in the video, and Karen said she likes the car, but really, a 1-year lease would probably be plenty. But they're never going to do a 1-year lease, and that would probably be like $2,000, maybe $2,500 a month. That's ridiculous. I think after a year, you get tired of that car. You'd want something different. Because we're used to the Tesla. And yes, she would get used to the Porsche, but there's just so many differences and so much that you lose for the money. Let's break this down a little bit between the 4S and the long-range Model S, because those are really comparable. Those are definitely comparable in specs. You have 3.8 seconds, 0 to 60 in the Porsche, and you have 3.7 on the Tesla. But here's where it's different. Porsche has two different ranges because you can get two different size batteries. The small battery is 227 miles, but with the larger battery, you can easily get 270 out of it, especially on the highway. When you're at speed, the rear-wheel drive motor decouples and you're just having front wheel drive, and the car is super slippery, so you can really get some good range out of this car. So 270 is probably the max out of that car. But that's a 100 kilowatt battery pack almost. It's a 94 point something. With a 100 kilowatt battery pack, the Model S long range can get 403. I don't know if you can do math really good, but that's a lot more. A lot more. And then here's the other major thing, storage capacity. The Model S storage capacity is 28 cubic feet. It's pretty good. It's a lot. With that trunk that opens up, there's a lot of storage in this car. In the Porsche, there's 14.3. I was able to fit in the back seat, but storage-wise, there's only 14.3. That's small. The Model 3 is 15. So really, the Model 3 is faster, cheaper, more storage. You see what I'm getting? If we look at the price, $137,000 for that Porsche. The performance version of the Model S will do 2.30 to 60, and it's $103,000, equipped with full self-driving. It makes no sense, absolutely no sense, to get the Porsche. It's amazing we see Porsches on the road. I mean, it really is. Unless they have some amazing lease price, I don't know. I mean, they would have to. So like I said, we didn't wait to see the lease price. We gave him some information. We got his card. I mean, like I said before, the sales guy was amazing. If you want to go test drive a car, if you're in the Charlotte area, go hit up Herman. If you want a 911 or a Cayman or the Macan, definitely go see him. Personally, I would not buy the Taycan. And this is pre-refresh. I mean, yes, the exterior looks pretty much identical, but there's going to be differences on the inside. And to the battery pack, we're going to get, I don't see why we wouldn't get the 2170 cells, which means at 403 miles, is it going to be 450? Is the performance going to be 400? That would be pretty cool because we ordered a performance. So I'm sticking with Tesla, of course. You kind of knew I was. It was very fun to see what they're doing. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay awesome, stay positive, and I'll catch you on the next one. In a Tesla, for sure. Had fun driving it, but wouldn't own it.